Okay, this is Tom VanderMolen and Steve Ticknor live from Vintage Gold Cup Happy Hour. We just completed 2 races today in extremely light wind, extremely tough conditions. We're here to right now with Joe Londrigan and Phil Toth, who were race 1 winners and took a 3rd in the 2nd race. Joe, very tricky day out on Gull Lake today. What were your thoughts on some of that sailing?
Well, the first race we led start to finish, and we started down near the pen, and the breeze seemed to be in the middle of the course.
Yeah.
And so we stayed in the middle of the course, and it paid out. The second race, we kind of stuck to the same game plan, started down near the pen, and the wind went light and shifted 45 to the right. And so there was no way out for us.
Yeah.
And by the time we got to the weather mark, we're next to last.
You are in 20th.
Second last.
And you know why I'm counting that? Yeah, you know why I'm counting that is because I picked you to win the whole thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I bet you our odds were going.
In the second race,
Yeah.
oh my God. So yeah, the betting line on you guys were up and down, but in that second race, I mean, you literally came around, you were almost dead last, and you slowly started coming back. Where were the key parts of that race where you felt like you made the biggest gains?
Well, we made some pretty good gains at the end of the first beat, and then again up on the end of the run.
Yeah.
And then again on the second beat, we stayed right, and we picked up more boats, and then we did the bulk of our passing, I think, on the last run. The wind was building from behind, and you know, Phil did a good job, you know, getting us positioned in the right spot and tracking what was going on in the race course.
And you guys could see that gray line of wind behind you, right, turning around, and just you didn't know what side he was going to get it.
He'll tell you, I said going upwind, coming in the mark, I'm like, it's coming.
Yeah.
Watch this.
It's going to get weird.
And that's what you want when you're behind.
Yeah.
So,
Lake sailing, you're never too far ahead and you're never too far behind. And that race proved it. There's always a passing lane in lake sailing. It's just stay there, keep plugging away at it, and just be ready to capitalize when the opportunity presents.
And Phil, you were constantly feeding Joe information on that wind and what was going on. Did you ever see the Ford boat in your guns at any point in that
No,
race?
we were never really looking gunning for them until right sort of the last 100 yards. Like, there they are. Okay, hey, let's. And we sort of kept the boat moving and had the heel right. Just do all the little pieces right, and we managed to sneak through.
Well, and Steve, we talked about this. I mean, one of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen. You guys literally went from 20th to 3rd in a half hour.
Yeah,
I mean, and with
boats, that's really hard to do. Here, you did it.
Yeah.
But you've done it here many times.
yeah.
many times.
And my thought is, if you get behind that quickly, you know, because I think we're sailing pretty good.
Yeah.
It is going to turn inside out probably at some point.
Let's talk about your boat
That's what it did.
Let's talk about your boat for a little bit. First time in the boat, the Ferrari. What'd you think? How's it feel compared to other fast stars like you've sailed, like 7713?
Were you counting cautious in there? I mean, cautious. I sailed here the last 2 times.
Oh yeah.
And a much better boat than cautious.
Yeah.
The Italians did a great job.
Oh, I thought you were sailing cautious, like you're sailing.
No, that was the red boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just feel fortunate they're letting an Irishman skip that boat.
Yeah, you're damn lucky. Top of the Irish.
Probably one and done for me.
Yeah.
John's trying to sell it to me as we don't speak.
Well, maybe you need one. Yeah, right.
Well, maybe I do.
Well, you guys sailed great today. Thanks for stopping by. Vintage Gold Cup Happy Hour. Our best of luck tomorrow, and we'll hopefully talk to you when you get to the podium, Joe. All right.
Good work.
Looking forward to it.
Okay. Good job, guys. Thanks.
Good work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
All right.
Good work.
And the grips there too.
Steve, that really was amazing. We are going to try to track down Larry Whipple here. I think he just took his boat out of the water, maybe grabbing some food. So we'll be back in just a bit with Larry Whipple and his crew coming up. Tom VanderMolen and Steve Ticknor here with race 2 winners, Larry Whipple and Brian Sharp. Guys, congratulations on that race. Really tough conditions, light wind, tough to stay ahead. What do you think the key was to your victory today?
Well, having Sharpie on board, that was the key to the victory, I'll tell you that. Yeah, based on the fact that we had a 3rd row start, but as we talked about, it's not where you are at the start, it's where you are a minute and a half or 2 minutes later. And so then we were lucky. We got off to the right-hand side and everybody was actually a little ways left of us, and you know, you get a little nervous when you're poked to the one side, but the water looked good in front of us. That was the key.
Wet in the whole time.
Yeah, we
basically.
were lucky, and we looked over to the left side, and the guys there looked pretty flat.
Well, and you saw Joe Londrigan sitting over on that left side feeling pretty good, right? Did you see him charging back?
Yeah, that was impressive. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about him so much right now, but Ryan, talk about the key to communicating and looking at wind and finding wind for your skipper today, because that seemed to be a key, being able to stay in that wind.
Yeah, we just, Larry did a great job keeping the boat moving, and I just tried to talk about what was going on around us, who I saw moving well, who I saw that wasn't moving well, and then we just kind of had an open dialogue about, is it time? Do we need to be a little bit more patient? Just try and connect the dots, and Larry did a great job of just saying, no, it's not time yet, wait, now it's time.
I really feel too like you guys extended your lead after every leg. I mean, you were pulling away. As a spectator, it was really impressive to watch. How's your boat going compared to these other boats? I know it's hard to determine that in light wind, but you seem to be moving really well. You had a good first race too, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that boat is a good boat. I've sailed it now. This is probably the 5th or 6th time, maybe more. But yeah, I think that we don't feel like we're at a disadvantage at all. I think we're good. Even when we get in a little breeze, we seem like we're just right there.
Yeah.
So I think that it's interesting with the wood boats. You know, they're so different, but yet they seem to all go the same speed.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting in that respect.
Yeah, and with a good group of sailors out there, it seems like you're all pretty equal. You're in 3rd place overall, so you're right, probably where you want to be. You're within striking distance of the lead and trophies and all that. Very good sailing today. Congratulations, and hopefully you'll have a few more of these interviews with the first place win.
All right, good. Thanks, Tony.
Tomorrow's moving day.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's moving
day. That's right.
Right. And you guys will still make your tea time today because it's only 2:30.
That's right.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Good.
stopping by Vintage
All right.
Gold Cup Happy Hour.
Good work.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Take care.
All right.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. All right. So, Steve, tonight's going to be a fun night at the Air Zoo. You will be attending that tonight. What are you most looking forward to about that?
They actually said we might be able to fly an airplane, is what I heard. So
Yeah, like the car museum.
I think exactly, because that's going to be the next night. So maybe we can fly a plane.
One of the old ones?
One of the old
The
ones.
B-17s?
Well, I was thinking they had one of those Russian ones in there.
Oh, yeah, like a MiG?
Yeah, MiG. Yeah, that was one of the
That'd be
things
pretty
I was
nice.
thinking about. But yeah, there's
Those do go the speed of sound, by the way.
Oh, that's probably pretty fast. But the competitors will be leaving here, or actually anybody that wants to get on the bus will do that, and we'll have a good time over there. Good food and good time.
Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow, too, because the wind forecast isn't too much better. And I know you were briefed by our guru. Can you give us what do you call it again?
It's Fred Einspahr is in charge of the weather. He had to leave, so we call it the Fred weather. We push those two together, and he looked up on the is it Commander?
Well, yeah, I don't.
Something,
I
don't
have
know.
none of those programs. I'm not the weatherman.
He said it's going to be coming from the southwest, and at about 5 to 8. So maybe a little bit like
more
today, but a little bit more.
So that's a very good feather report.
It is a good weather report.
Good work. Okay, from Vintage Gold Cup Happy Hour, this is Tom VanderMolen and Steve Ticknor signing out. We'll see you tomorrow morning.